Johan.
Yeah.
Of course, a guy you can't, just like Johan, you can't trust a Johan. But what
Uh,
fascinated me, Floral, about
mm,
the moon that you mentioned was back many moons ago, pun not intended, but now it is. Pun not initially intended. Many moons ago, when
mm,
early astronomers like Galileo Galilei were observing the planet Mars on optical telescopes of a refractor design using lenses, they thought that they spotted canals. I might be mixing up Mars and Venus, but on one of those planets, or possibly both, they thought they were seeing canals, and that's what they documented, canals.
mm,
But then years later, of course, with better optical instrumentation, we observed that there were no canals. So what did they see?
mm.
Well, it's suspected that it was an optical illusion, and I can attest when utilizing my own optical senses to look through DJ Ronnie G's optical telescope and when assisting him in his data acquisition efforts, meaning using a digital camera to image things above, you will see atmospheric turbulence manifest itself in ways that may not always seem intuitive. And the reason I bring up that, so for example, humidity obviously would have an impact. Or if you have a thin cloud, whether it's a cloud of moisture or even ice crystals, which affect DJ a lot. Like, for instance, it'll look like a clear night, but then if you have thin ice clouds at high altitude showing up on the satellite map, then he knows
Mm,
it's going to adversely affect imaging. So,
mm.
what does that have to do with anything? Well, a
I have no
common thing
idea.
you'll see when you look up things of this nature, like in the fringe side of things, people will claim that the planets or the stars are not stars. And I remember many years ago, well, I don't remember it, DJ told me about it. Many years ago, before he was really into astronomy, he saw a video of a star, and it was zoomed in on with a digital camera or a video camera, like a camcorder, and it looked like it had like tendrils around it, like doing this. And so I
Mm,
remember DJ telling me that he thought those were solar flares, while the person in the video was claiming it was something else altogether. Like, I don't even remember. I think they said it was a luminary, a type of angel. You might be able to elucidate a little more on what they mean, but
mm.
bottom line was those were not solar flares. We don't get that resolution. What we were seeing was literally the atmosphere doing its dirty work to our imaging, but also a lot of people who claim, and this is my own analysis, a lot of people who claim that the stars are not stars who aren't using telescopes. They're using cameras. The pictures are always, the videos are always out of focus. And this
Mm.
triggers my emotion chip right here because it's like, come on, man. Like, at least put the camera in manual focus mode, okay? Like, don't be
It's
so
like
disingenuous. And
it's like
I'm sorry for
aliens.
my rant, but yeah, so that's some of the stuff I wanted to share regarding the optical illusion that I would have thought when you told me about Herschel that maybe that's what he saw, but it sounds to me that Herschel didn't see any such thing.
No.
And it was just the yellow media, doing its thing, the tabloid stuff.
There you go.
Hey there! So what you just watched was a portion of our live show that happens on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Apparently you were too lazy to be there that time, but maybe you'll be there next time. Remember, Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern.